We're continuing our chat with the tech champions at the school today. There is a great responsibility on you to support the people around you who need help. We're taking a train-the-trainer approach in these sessions. We want to support you to help the people around you, specifically the SGB members who have limited access and/or limited skills. In this session, we will determine the needs of the SGB members to devise the best plan to give them access to the information highway. Every governing body member needs an email address to subscribe to the FEDSAS website, Members Area. This is also the address where all our formal communication is delivered, such as our newsletters. Our WhatsApp messages and D6 notifications do not require an email address, but a smartphone and data is required. If someone does not have an email address and an account, this is the first step to follow. Have a quick look at how we do this.
In this video, we would like to show you how to create a Gmail account by following these easy steps. Open your preferred web browser. In the address bar, type mail.google.com. Click on the blue link that says Create Account. From the pop-up, select For Myself. Enter the user's name and surname. Choose and enter the username that you would like to use. For example, the user Dave Webster would most likely prefer to use davewebsterschool@gmail.com. Take note that the username you prefer is not always available. If this is the case, Google will give you relevant suggestions, or you can change the username by adding a sequence of numbers to the username, or try a different username altogether. Enter a password for the user account. Some tips regarding the password. 1. Pick a password the user will easily remember. 2. Take time to write the password down and keep it safe. 3. Use a combination of letters, numbers, and special characters. Special characters refer to symbols like the exclamation mark, @ symbol, hash, $sign, percentage symbol, and sign, star, and brackets. 4. Use a combination of capital and lowercase letters. Take the following precautions while compiling your password. 1. Do not include the email address in the password. 2. Do not include the name or surname in the password. 3. Do not use a single word as the password. 4. Do not use a sequence of letters or numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or ABCDE. Confirm the password by entering it in the given input field. Click on the Next button. If there are any errors regarding the email or password, you will not be able to continue with the process. In this case, ensure that you have entered the password exactly the same both times and that the username is valid. Retype it if you are not sure. Type in the user's cell phone number. If the number is already linked to a different Gmail account, you can skip this step. Enter the user's date of birth. Add the user's gender. Click on the Next button. You can then read the terms and conditions. Click on the Agree option at the bottom of the page. Congratulations! You have created an email address for the user. To access your mail, mail.google.com. Log in with your created account name and chosen password.
We will differentiate between the level of skill and the experience on the one hand, and then the level of access to data and equipment on the other hand. Access to equipment involves direct access to infrastructure and data. In other words, someone has their own device for personal use or access in their household to devices or gadgets. Devices include smartphones, tablets, laptops, or desktop computers. We must therefore determine where the focus is to design the plan that addresses our problem. The question is whether it is a skills problem or an access to equipment problem, or in many cases both. Ask the SGB members to evaluate themselves on the scale in the model, and perhaps even have individual conversations with them. each person will fit into one of the blocks in the model. And in all likelihood, SGB members will be in adjacent blocks. Let's have a look at the scale. On the one hand, we have the knowledge level from beginner level to advanced level. On the other side, we've got access to equipment and data, which is limited or 0, to adequate access to equipment and data. Most people will fall into one of these circles. So a red person will have no data or equipment and be at a beginner level of computer skills. We need to grow them from level 1 to level 2 and from level 2 to level 3. People that fall into the orange spot will have a mixture of access to equipment and data as well as a higher level of computer skills. The starting point for them will be different, and you can grow them deeper and faster into being more computer literate. The last group of people will fall into a green spot with advanced knowledge as well as adequate equipment and data access. These people are very useful on the SGB because they can support the people in the red and the orange spots to grow faster. Make use of these people in your team.